All right, guys, we're going to try and do this video doing the problems as I'm going along instead of dictating over my work. So first we're going to assume in this picture that BD and F are midpoints, and therefore FB, BD, and FD are midsegments. So one of the rules we know is that FB, being a midsegment, has to be parallel to EC. So therefore AE is a transversal, and it creates corresponding angles. This is 38, so this has to be 38. And now AFB is a triangle, and we know triangles add up to 180. So 38 and 48 is 86, and that makes this 94. Now we just got done saying FB and ED are parallel, or I'm sorry, EC are parallel, which means we have corresponding angles over here as well. So this has to be 48 degrees. Now, how can we get more angles from what we already have right now? Well, this right here, AE and BD are parallel. So therefore, you have alternate interior angles right here. Since BD and AE are parallel, this is 38, and this has to be 38. And it works the other way as well. Okay, these angles have to be congruent because AC is parallel to FD. So my alternate interior angles here have to be 48. In addition, 38 and 48 is 86. So therefore, this angle has to be 94. Because all three angles that make a straight line, these three angles have to add up to 180. And same deal here, 48 and 38. This has to add up to 94, or has to add up to 180. So 48 and 38 and 94 equals 180. 48 and 38, well, we get 94 here. Because our triangle has to add up to 180. And now I have alternate, sorry about that, we have alternate interior angles. So this is 38 and 38. And 48 and 48. Alternate interior angles. So based on the given information, I'm able to get all my angles. In terms of my sides, FE would have to be 8. AB would have to be 10 because B and F are midpoints. Since AC is 20, FD would have to be 10. Since AE is 16, DB would have to be 8. And since FB is 12, EC would have to be 24, making ED 12 and DC 12. And that's how we find all the missing angles inside. Here is about making good decisions. We need to recognize once again that FB, DB, and FD are midsegments. So in this case, I know that 4x plus 4 and 7x minus 14, these are corresponding angles. So I have to set them equal. 7x minus 14 equals 4x plus 4. Let me extend that right here. There we go. Now I'm simply just solving. I'm going to do 4x from each side and get 3x. I'm going to add 14 to both sides, and I'm going to get 18. And my x equals 6. To make this a little bit smaller so it's kind of everything fits here. Okay. And if you plug 6 in, it should work. 7 times 6 is 42. 42 minus 14 is 28. 4 times 6 is 24. Plus 4 is 28. Now, I might need to find other angles, okay, in this case to kind of figure out where I'm at. So, in this case, I might try and do Y next. So, AC and FD are parallel, cut by this transversal. So, these right here are corresponding angles. Very similar to what we have up here. An angle here and an angle here, those are corresponding. So, I can now set 3y plus 25 equal to 6y minus 50. I get 75 equals 3y, and I get 25 equals y. Make this a little bit smaller so it fits. Oops, not that small. Put that down over here. And when I plug that in, 3 times 25 is 75 plus 25, that's 100. So this angle is 100. And therefore this angle is 100. Now to get 7z plus 3, well, 128 is 128. Makes this angle 52. And 7z plus 3, this is corresponding to this angle right here. So this one is simply going to be 7z plus 3 equals 52. Okay, 7z equals 49. And then x equals 7. Make it a little bit smaller so we can see it. Okay, and there's, whoops, I'm sorry. That should be a z, and this should be a z. Sorry about that. But my z equals 7. Okay. All right, in terms of sides, once again, the midsegment is half the entire line. So since D is a midpoint, okay, half of this line should equal this entire line. So this one I can do pretty quickly. 5x plus 3 equals 7x minus 3. I get 6 on this side, 2x, and my x equals 3. All right, and if you were to plug that 3 in, this becomes 18, and this right here becomes 18, which means the entire line would be 36. Okay, EC would be 36. Here, I need to recognize I have FD and I'm being given the entire line AC. So to make the adjustment, I need to double my 3y minus 2, and that's what equals 4y plus 12. It's down here. So when I do this, I'm going to first distribute. 6y minus 4 equals 4y plus 12. I'm going to get 2y on this side equals 16, and my y equals 8. And if y equals 8, 3 times 8 is 24 minus 2, 22. Which means this whole line should be 44. 4 times 8 is 32 plus 12, well, 44. Definitely works out. Finally, for the z, it's the same deal. The 6z minus 2 is twice the db, the 2z plus 3. So I am going to double 2z plus 3 and set that equal to 6z minus 2. We're going to get 4z plus 6 equals 6z minus 2. We're going to get 8 equals 2z, and we're going to get 4 equals z. And when that happens, 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3 is 11. 6 times 4 is 24, minus 2 is 22. And that's how I get my x, y, z in a picture like